I have to. I took 6 max HP for a rare relic, got Dead Branch, and while this is not a card I usually take, Blade Dance is 3 Dead Branches per play. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. We've got a potential triple elite, maybe burning if we want to roll the RNG. I have a lot of non-Slay the Spire viewers, so exhausting a card takes it out of that game. So in this fight, any card that's exhausted goes away, and Dead Branch replaces it with a random card. Observe. So we're gonna get a random card here, a random card here, a random card here. That's gonna exhaust and give me another random card. This is going to exhaust and give me a random card. Holy moly, we got a Dead Branch run today, boys. All right. Again, this is a relic I don't... Not only do I not take it, but, like, I will actively skip it. Like, I won't buy it in a shop. I'll get it from an elite and go, nah. So, I don't even know how to play around a Dead Branch. Blur could give me a little bit of consistency. I like that. I don't have any consistent block, other than, you know, the million block cards you get. Flying Knee would just be some nice damage, but this card isn't something that scales late into the end game. And I like the idea of rolling into Dead Branch. I think I'm gonna let these ones go. I might regret that heavily though. We'll see. We'll see if I regret it. Upgrade 2 random cards. Why not? There's Blade Dance. Oh, perfect. All right. I like an early shop, not because of the relics that I can't afford, but because of what I might see. Piercing Wail not only shuts down Hexaghost, but plays into my RNG. And it looks like I can just do Piercing Wail remove. And yeah, get these strikes out of here. Saving strikes can be good for Act 2. You might get the bite event, but well, I'm pretty heavy on defense right now, actually. I am pretty heavy. I think saving all 5 in case we replace them is good. And with Piercing Wail and Dead Branch shenanigans, I think getting that out of here is perfectly fine. All right. All right. I might as well go for the elite, right? All right. Let's block and attack, and then see what Dead Branch gives us. Blur. Catch up on chat. All right. Chat has been read. I'm debating Piercing Wail just to exhaust it, but we're doing enough silly with Dead Branch. We'll be having Blade Dance next turn. I think bringing some block next turn is the smart way to go. 17 damage. All right, we can full block, but we're gonna let Dead Branch have its fun. Reform. Bane? Well, he's not. Yeah, let's save our health. We got some great selections here. Literal invincibility. And this isn't Slay the Spire 2. They sent a picture, actually, the devs showed that Blade Dance will be exhausting in the upcoming game. Although I'm, like, 4 months early to that announcement. Okay. Piercing Wail into Blade Dance into... That works. That works. 0 damage Jawworm! Mark the date on your I shouldn't, but you know I have to. It's a Dead Branch run. Let's go. All right. Piercing Wail would just destroy the artifacts and get Dead Branch cooking. What do we get? Legs. That's actually not bad. No, like actually, that's kind of great. Okay. So when I'm doing this game, when I'm playing, I need to know what is smart and what I should actually do. Because next turn, there's no guarantee that I'll draw Blade Dance. At best, I'm going to be taking 17, you know, blocking 10, you know, taking 7 damage. So I will have another Blade Dance, but there's no guarantee that I'll even be able to afford everything I get here. I don't know. I kind of want to drop a Vulnerable, but that would be better on Lagavulin, I think. I'm doing 16, that's 32 to any of these, so I could leave the Sentry at 8, and if he's still vulnerable next turn, a Strike is perfect lethal. So that makes sense to me. And I'm proud of myself for actually bothering to do that math, because I usually don't. All right, Bullet Time would have been great if it was free. Escape Plan. Blur, I think... Let's see what Escape Plan gives us. There's our Blade Dance. All right, that's worst case scenario. So here's one of those things in this game. Survivor would full block, but leave me with not a ton of options. And I did terrible math on that. Okay, so 4 damage... times 4 is 16. And then vulnerable should have made that. Oh, 24, not 32. Okay, I recognize my mistake. So now I have a couple of options. If I Blade Dance, I'm only going to get 1 Shiv, which is not ideal. If I Catalyst, it'll go away, which could be great with Dead Branch. 2 strikes kill next turn, or 1 strike. That's what I'm saying, is if I strike now, he's basically guaranteed dead next turn. There's no card draw where I don't get at least 1 strike. So I'd be taking 7 damage now to kill him next turn. Or I could full block now, double strike, take 10 anyway. It's just kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. So I think I'm gonna go for a compromise. I'm gonna mostly block now. Oh wait, no. I'm so dumb, dude. 2 unnecessary damage and bad math. Great start to the day. Great start, yep. I'm gonna roll with it though. I'm gonna roll with it. If I'm gonna take Dead Branch and play silly, then I'm gonna accept my mistakes. All right, cool. We can blur to the next round. So my idea was, oh, I'll blur and then I'll bring it to next turn, but then I lost it all, which is just wonderful. Poison on sentries just feels so nice. Dazed is gonna be wonderful. We're just gonna dump it all. All right, Dazed. What do we get? What's our next turn? Die. Reflex and footwork. Okay, these are like actually decent cards. And I cannot play bullet time and reflex. I'm trying to think if any of this makes a difference, because I could do footwork, survivor, die. Yeah, I mean that's fine. Yeah, that's full block. I see you, bullet time. I see you. I could draw with reflex, get some dazed, and let that exhaust into my next hand. All right, I'll take deflect. That's the thing about Dead Branch, is almost every card in Slay the Spire does something. You know, they're all functional. Most cards aren't bad. It's just that when you're getting random nonsense, well, it's nonsense. You literally cannot predict what you're gonna get. You can't guarantee that it's gonna be useful to you. But it will do something. So Dead Branch has a high likelihood of giving you, you know, nice cards. So Duvu Doll, great for the free strength because we're on Ascension 20, of course. So Sender's Bane is 1 strength. It's basically Vajra with extra steps. Doppelganger not only gives me a ton of energy and card draw, or not a ton. It basically moves that energy and card draw to next turn, but it exhausts. I'm clicking anything with exhaust today. I've only seen, I think 1 more event is fine. 1 more event is fine. Remove a card. Okay. It's fine. Removing strike. Like I said about the stabs. That's fine. I'll do a defend. I'll do it. No, I gotta block something. We'll do a strike. We'll keep it even. And I need to decide now. Do I want to heal, keep this run alive, and then move on to the next elite? Because this thing, if it's... Here's the deal. If it's Gremlin Knob, I don't think I have enough upfront damage to really handle it. And I picked up Doppel and Piercing and Blade Dance. These are all skills. I mean, he would just shred me. And then I'd be coming out of here limping with really no consistent path to heal. I could come up to this one, I guess, after a shop, which would be fine. I might have 140 gold. That could be a relic. Or I could heal now, take 1 more event, and then no guaranteed shop. But at 25 health, I think Gremlin Knob just wins. I'm gonna take a little bit of a cautious rest. I don't trust... Ooh, Tingsha. Discard does damage? I'll take it. And then there's a shop. I want to check this just in case there's a potion that makes my next elite better, but yeah. So the elite up ahead would have given me Birdface Urn, which is a bit of a bummer, but I'll live. A weak potion's not worth a bunch of gold, I don't think. Sneaky Strike's nice, especially with Tingsha. We're gonna want to play around with discard. Of course, I don't have any new cards that consistently discard, so Sneaky Strike's kind of like a hopeful pick and very common. I don't think 53 gold is worth a card that I'll probably get from Dead Branch, but you know. So we have a decision to make here. I could Survivor full block and then clear up space for Blade Dance, and then use Doppelganger next turn. I like the idea of Doppelganger, but drawing a full hand would honestly prevent me from, you know, doing this. Okay, finisher. I see. Double finisher. All right, doppelganger. I saw the dream, but, you know, 1,000 cuts. Yeah, sure, why not? This is so fun. I love unload is just lethal. This is so great, dude. It's like I'm building my deck in real time. That's literally what I'm doing. Like, an accuracy would be nice, but I'm bloating my deck so heavily that I don't know if I'll actually see my blade dances again. These are some normal cards I don't need. I think I'm ready. That is not Gremlin Knob, so we like to see. I don't really have any setup. Doppelganger could be fine, but I see no reason not to just get to work here. Let's one at a time. Reflex, Sucker Punch. We can weaken him for just one turn though. Heal Hook if he's weak, so that's fine. We can draw another card. Sender's Bane, that's good. And as I said earlier, I could Blade Dance, but I wouldn't be able to actually see those cards. And I do have Swift Potion if need be. So I might as well just do Sucker Punch for max damage, and then I believe I would be able to see them all now, so we can just do that. And Skewer would just do nothing, but yeah, Well-Laid Plans is nice. All right. Don't know if I'll ever use that, but Piercing Wail, all right, that's minus attack. So this is where Doppelganger kind of makes sense to me. Like, I can easily do that and full block, and instead of just striking now, why don't we just make next turn interesting? Malaise lowers strength, which is okay. Prepared. Yeah, we're not gonna want either of these next turn, so do some damage. I love it. Prepared does damage with Tingsha. So the reason I don't want Piercing Wail is because, you know, 14 isn't that big of a hit, but it looks like I don't have many options anyway. But exhaust. What does it turn into? Dagger Spray. All right, weaken him, 10 damage. And we can just block, and I don't think we really need Well-Laid Plans. We'll just do 10. Taking 5 damage on him. Not too bad. Not too bad. We got our Blade Dance. I'm just going to weaken him now. I don't think there's any reason to wait. And then just let Dead Branch take the wheel from here. There's accuracy. That's why I go slow, by the way. I know it's like tempting to just watch me go, 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 but this is very nice. And then Deadly Poison I think is better than Strike here. I have no real idea what I'm going to draw next turn, and that would just be consistent damage. So all I need to do is like 3 damage, which is, yeah, we're good. Cool. Lagavulin's dead. I stand by the heal. I was scared of Gremlin Knob. We were prepared. Cloak and Dagger would be nice block and shivs. Until I get accuracy, I'm not loving that, but I think that's worth it. And then we can upgrade it. I think that's a good one to upgrade. We're going to want 2 shivs, because Cloak and Dagger is really weird and kind of a bad card until you get that. Ceramic Fish. So does Dead Branch count as adding a card? I'm sure that it doesn't. By the way, Hexaghost does damage based on your missing health. Would have been nice to, you know, yeah. Would have been nice to stay low health for that, but that's okay. Doppelganger upgrade I actually like, because then I can play it at 0 energy, and then it always does something useful. So, Hexaghost, here we go. Alright, Hexaghost, I'm ready. This is again where, this is why I do the Cloak and Dagger upgrade, because now instead of strike for 7 damage and 1 energy, I'm spending 1 energy on a little bit of block, which I don't need right now, but I'm getting, you know, 10 damage out of it. Oh, hello, Adrenaline. Are we just going to do it all on turn 1? Oof, okay, Finisher is so nice for this, and I really, it's tricky, because my hand is full. If I had a calculated gamble or something, that'd be awesome. I could Survivor just to clean up my hand, but then that costs energy, and I'm not entirely sure if that's the way I want to do that. Finisher scaling would be great. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna shrink my hand. Do that, do that, do that. And then Finisher for 35 damage sounds good. Infinite Blades would be nice consistency. I don't know what I'd be setting up, so it's a decent turn 1 as far as this deck is going. Damage is coming in, so weak is free. We could just block 8 of that in Doppelganger. I kind of dig it. Full hands are really a problem though, because of Blade Dance next turn. Like, I don't actually want that. So how about, I actually think this is a good Swift Potion. We could guarantee Piercing Wail for 0 damage, and you got to use your potions eventually. So that's a free turn, and then we can just Shiv to victory. Go slowly in case you see inaccuracy. Gotta be careful with these things. Double doppelganger. Sure, why not? I don't know what I'm drawing next turn, but Phantasmal Killer is just something I've been wanting to try. We keep seeing this card, and I want it. So, let me get one extra card next turn. I don't know what this is a draw. We're taking 0 damage. We got All Out Attack, doing double damage this turn, and strikes doing 14. Love that. Don't like Crippling Cloud here, but this is what I'm talking about with Cloak and Dagger. We're doing 20 damage. Oh, hello, Shivs. I'm sorry. 18 damage. And this would be 22. A little bit of poison's kind of irrelevant, but I don't want All Out Attack to get rid of it. So we're going to do that, and then that. And then Tingsha does 3. Cool, cool, cool. This Hexaghost is going down easily. Who doesn't love a good Dead Branch start? So with Setup and Reflex, we can draw whatever we set up this turn. If we can find a card to discard. Okay. Hello, Gamble. Alright. Oh, Gamble double Reflex? So if we set up Noxious Fumes, we just get it for free right now. And then that exhausts. So that's free. My hand will be full, but Finisher... Oh, I can't afford... So, I don't really care about the damage he's taking. This feels like a very lethal game anyway. My deck is not full of excellent choices, so I don't want to screw around too much. Taking advantage of Finisher is nice. Infinite Blades. This would just put a bunch of Shivs in my deck, which could be random cards. So, for once in my life, I'm actually okay with it. Hello, Masterful Stab. We're going to get an accuracy. Oh, we get Adrenaline to wake our turn back up. I love that. Let's do that. And then we're going to do... Oof. Noxious Fumes again? Or do I actually want to block this time? It feels like it doesn't matter because Finishers are here. I can't believe Lethal was in my hand. Don't worry. I caught it. I caught it. There's just a lot going on. Honestly, with Dead Branch, you are constantly... You guys can see me go in slow motion, constantly adjusting for one card at a time. After Image is perfect. We have a Shiv deck in the works here. I am playing 5 cards here, 4 cards here, 3 cards here. After Image just gives me block for everything. That'll help counter the Beat of Death on the heart. I like it. Okay. Runic Pyramid is a death sentence. Runic Pyramid is a death sentence. If I get Runic Pyramid, Shivs will never be usable. I do not like it. Pandora's Box sounds awesome. I do have an upgrade to defend. I took a bunch of damage for that unnecessarily. Never needed to heal, by the way. All right, maybe I should have trusted my deck. But we're not even playing strikes. And if I do take Pandora's Box, then the potential event in Act 2 is gone. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. And we're pretty much blocking with After Image right now, Piercing Whale, and whatever junk we get. So we're already randomizing everything anyway, and these cards are just in the way. Energy would be great. I do need that, but giving enemies strength is really dangerous. In Act 2, there are a lot of multi-attacking enemies, so one strength is actually giving them like 3, 4, 5 extra damage per turn. It's kind of a lot. It scales out of control, and especially versus the heart, instead of that 2 times 15, now they're doing 15 extra damage on that turn. That is not blocked by Wraith Form. Like that, you're still doing 15 damage to your face. It's, yeah. So... Philosopher's Stone isn't relevant with Wraith Form, but it's just scary. So while I definitely want energy, we can get energy as the silent. Tactician just brings it all together. So Pandora's Box is a good one here. Reflex gets my deck online. Storm of Steel. If I get stuck with a handful of cards I can't play, this is just Dead Branch City. I love it. So is Distraction, Endless Agony, Dead Branch, Dead Branch, Dead Branch. That's what I'm seeing. Flechettes, I'm not sure what to do with that, but Reflex is nice to see. Leg Sweep is good because I did just get rid of all my basic block cards. So, not the worst Pandora's Box, I say. Couple of rares in there. 3, actually. That's not bad at all. Alright, so I don't know what my deck is going to be because of Dead Branch. I would really like a shop, but that sucks. There is no shop that allows a double elite, which is brutal. Oh, yeah, and Pandora's Box, by the way. I wasn't paying attention with Dead Branch. I don't think it generates gold, but Pandora's Box does. It replaces all your strikes and defense and gives you a bunch of gold for, 9 each with Ceramic Fish. It's kind of neat because the game sees them as new cards. So I want to go for the quad elite on the left. I see it and I want it, but that is That is a good way to end the run. This deck is silly and fun. I took no damage in the back half of Act 1. Went straight through the boss. And you know what? I'm just going to Leroy Jenkins this. I really like events in Act 2. They are better than Act 1. And these guys are scary, but I got both my Blade Dances. Okay, so Piercing Wail is a free turn 1. Love that. Neutralize just works on that. Malaise gets rid of all my energy. We'll start with the bigger Blade Dance. And then just start putting these guys on the floor.
Leave a 0 energy card unused this turn.
Oh, bastards. So, when I stream, I allow people to interact in fun ways, and they're taking advantage of that now. So, we're going to not use this Shiv, but we will gamble just for the Tingsha. Enjoy the beautiful sound. Actually, should I Malaise and then gamble? I won't be able to play any of these, but I would permanently reduce the strength of one of these guys, so they basically attack for 0. We'll do that. And then we'll gamble. Oofta. Alright, so that was my dagger unused. Is Endless Agony worth using? I guess so. None of these guys are being worked on, and I don't like this card being in my hand, so yeah, alright. 0 damage turn 1. One of them's on the ground, nearly dead. I'm hoping Tingsha just kills. It hits a random enemy, though, so it's not, you know. It's averaging 4 damage per turn. What a crazy card. So we can neutralize you, make you do 0. We can leg sweep. We're not really saving energy. Actually, I want to do the cheapest way possible, so we'll do that. Then we'll Doppelganger. We basically have a dead hand. Sucker Punch is fine. Caltrops would be wonderful versus these guys right now. Let's go gambling. Woo! All right. I see so many options. Here's the Caltrops, but now they're not multi-attacking. None of these guys are poison, so Bane is useless. This is what I'm talking about. This is where Storm of Steel, or Storm of Blades. Yeah, Storm of Steel would be perfect right now. Just dump this hand. Try again. I have 6 energy with Doppelganger. We could do Choke here on the higher health target. Then, I don't want to Burst Blade Dance. I don't even have space for that. Burst Distraction sounds really fun, so let's do it. Okay, so I distracted into a distraction, and then I can backstab you to maybe take you out of the sky. I can Concentrate Reflex. I don't even think I want to. I don't think I want Reflex. I want a smaller hand. I want a smaller hand. That sounds ideal. He's dead anyway. I could see it. Yeah. Blade Dance. Another Blade Dance. And then finishers. This is amazing. I love this deck. I love this deck. I'm taking on Quad Elites. Endless Agony is just free Dead Branch. I mean, that's what this deck is. How many Dead Branch can we activate? But within control. I've already got an Endless Agony, and I would like to have some level of consistency. Upgrade, please. Okay, Malaise is useful when empty. I'm already having a hard enough time using all of my Blade Dance. After Image is just getting buried. There are a lot of good upgrades here. Storm of Steel, we wouldn't be playing this for extra Shiv damage. We would be playing this just to turn our entire deck into something exhaustible. Double Burst would be great, but my hands have already been full. Distraction being free could be good. I think Malaise might make sense, but our boss at the end is going to have artifacts. Although a lot of the bosses we're about to have, like Book of Stabbing, Gremlin Leader, I can't think of the other one, but you know what I'm talking about. I think they're all multi-attackers. So Malaise just being a little bit stronger would be a big deal. And it's just going to exhaust out of our way. So, yeah, I see the extra Blade Dance, but I think we are exhausting into enough cards right now. All right, Thieves, let's go. So there's After Image not being on the bottom of my deck. I like that. Let's go gambling. Woo! Gambling, fuck yeah. All right, we're going to weaken you because I'm trying to kill the guy on the right. And then we'll Blade Dance. Oh, I should have. Well, again, I can't burst that because Piercing Wail is nice. Am I invincible with Piercing Wail played? Leroy Jenkins. Alright, I am, and then we'll just Malaise. We'll just... Oh, okay, Die would have been great. Die also exhausts into more stuff. Cloak and Dagger for a little bit of block is nice. Flechettes is doing 20 damage right now? Damn, dude. I usually don't like Flechettes, but that's actually... Yeah, I'm taking that. That's a good deal. And then we can block this front guy, kill him. Bouncing Flask is not useful right now. And I kind of want to go the smart route. Oh, that's damage, though. 14 damage. This would be 12 damage. I kind of want to doppel and then Storm and Steel whatever I get. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. That sounds like a plan. Or I could concentrate and have a little bit of fun here, too. Okay, all right. Well, I mean, if you're just going to give me energy like that, if you're just going to give it to me, give me extra energy for my boosted turn, of course. Okay, I mean, if you're just going to hand it to me like that. Hello, Wraith Form. All right. Now we got a big, we've got a big 8-card hand with 7 energy. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Tingsha's doing 5 damage per turn. I love it. I love it so much. Acro, that's what I'm talking about. I see you, Blade. I see it, but like, we have blades. Acro would just let me draw towards something useful. I don't know. If I ever get a dead hand, Acro is just so consistent, and that could synergize. I really want Tactician at some point, get that energy generation, and this would set me up well for it. So this is not necessarily a multi-attacker, but Snecko is kind of a problem. 30 damage to start with flechettes is nice. I'm gonna go for it. And then we're gonna see what we get. Gamble's nice. Distraction. Burst. I could burst Gamble. I don't know if that would give me any extra energy. I love the free damage, dude. We've done like 70 damage, and I haven't even figured out what my strategy is. Ragdoll physics in a 2D round. Yes, that's like my favorite mod. When you kill an enemy, the ragdoll is so funny. So I'm tempted to use one of these. Doppel would give me extra energy, but Snecko is going to randomize my hand, and this is already random enough. Although Storm of Steel, even if it costs 3, is probably fine. I think this is the safest thing to do. I want to burst it, but it's not really, you know. Like, I could do this. I'm so tempted to gamble. I'm so tempted to gamble, because this would be 8 times 3. It's 24 damage just for clicking this. I am embracing the goofy. Yeah, and then this was like next turn's hand, but it'll cycle around. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, you guys. We got backstab. It's 0. We win guaranteed. Okay, Endless Agony was actually free, and so is Blade Down. Okay, well, you have gone ahead and helped me so much, Snecko. Thank you so much. 12 damage, and look at those ragdoll physics. It's my favorite mod. That, and there's a mod I don't have installed where if you use a backflip card, the Silent actually does a backflip. This is a thing about redundancy that I've been learning more in this game. Like, once you have a Cloak and Dagger and a relatively small deck, so I'm drawing 7, that brings me down to 11 cards, and I'm almost seeing, with Acro, my entire deck in 3 turns. Another Cloak and Dagger, not upgraded, is not doing anything my deck's not already doing. It's not doing anything new for me, so I'm not really, ooh, this is silly. I have an idea, and I should not, but I'm gonna. Alright, we're gonna do that. And then we're going to turn my shivs into shivs. No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. I want to. But this would put a bunch of... Well, I mean, they're going to come around and turn into new cards. So, yeah, I want a Doppelganger. But I want a Storm of Steel. Let's do it. Let's do it. Get some bonus damage on these guys. Start with the one with the most health. Doesn't super matter, but... So, the nunchucks, the thing, whatever that is. Grand Finale would be nice. Tactician. The thing that... What is the name of it? Nunchaku? What is the... That's a... I don't know. Nunchaku sounds right. I don't know. The one that gives you energy every 10. That's what I'm talking about. That would be awesome. Piercing Whale would be nice and consistent here. Acro doesn't really do anything for me. So we're going to do this Cultist on the right because it's divisible by 5.
Zaku Fox wants you to change the lighting of your setup to make it Christmassy.
Christmas lighting, huh? So Acro draws 3 into a full hand, and then Reflex can't be used. So I can't see Grand Finale going off this turn. And we could do Christmas lighting. So here's usually what I do for that. There's a lighting effect here that makes it cozy, and then like grows in flame. It's like a... Well, it's like a fire. Alright, these guys are not multi-attackers. I think Piercing Whale is fine. Piercing Whale, and then we'll just Doppel. I like Doppelganger. This is a... Well, this is not the one I picked up, but it's a good pickup in my opinion because it just moves this sort of dead hand into next turn and just allows me to have extra energy and card draw and gives me more to work with. Flechettes is 15 damage even. Man, I started by hating on that card, and it's just working for me. Catalyst is a dead card, but we could burst Distraction. giving me Bouncing Flask. And now Catalyst makes sense. You know, I'm seeing it now that you mention it. We can do that, we can do that, and I'm really trying to get one more block, but it's alright, I'll take one more damage. I'll take one more. And, you know, I don't think Grand Finale's easy to pull off this turn, but, you know, I can dream. I can dream. Yeah, I mean, he's dead, so. Good job, Poison. I turned into a Poison deck. Let's go! MJ, welcome, welcome. Best to get rid of the don't grab hold card since you play so fast. Yeah, so not grabbing gold is like a practiced thing for me. Like, you gotta, if you play, ooh, Corpse Explosion, that's gonna help with a lot of the multi-attacks on here. Almost every elite is a group fight. I think this will come through. I see you, Acro. I see you, but we're not really cycling this deck much anyway. Corpse Explosion is a nice card to have. So we can do stuff. Okay, I want to use it now, obviously, but these guys aren't going to kill the Gremlin Leader. So we're going to slow down. We're going to do that. And then we're going to do this. And then we're just going to let RNG take the wheel. Yeah. There we go. Just gonna let RNG take the wheel. This is... Oh, Tingsha, putting in work. This is so amazing. So, with After Image, I am actually slowly building to max block. I stand by Corpse Explosion. It's just, it's not its time yet. It's not its time. There we go. Flechettes doing 3 damage. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Maybe I shouldn't have used that right away. Masterful Stab. God, there's so many free cards here. This turn. I'll save Piercing Will. As if I'm going to see it again. I got 25 cards in the discard. I don't know. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I can survive this. Malaise would do a lot to the Gremlin Leader. And... I just don't want to take it. I don't want to waste a duplication potion, but I feel like duping distraction into distraction, apparently, is the way to go. Because we can actually... Yeah, so we can try this. We can set up well-laid plans, draw it for free. I like it. And then we don't have any way to kill these guys, but we can leg sweep for free. Well-laid plans for free. Is extra energy worth? No, I'll just permanently lower the strength by 3. That's a full block. Doppelganger just gives me more to work with next turn. And then I will take Reflex to hold, save, hold for next turn. I know my overlay is like barely not covering the numbers. If this ends up being a YouTube video, this is a crazy run. I hope that's not annoying. I think we can just go for the Gremlin Leader. I'm seeing it. I mean, this is just die. And 1,000 cuts when I can't play it. Yeah, alright. I stand by Corpse Explosion. It's just not its time yet. Just not its time. This deck has a good foundation. Honestly, oh, come on! Now I've got strength scaling, so every Blade Dance is at least 1 strength on top of 3+ random cards. It's kind of good. That's why I've been not grabbing too many new cards, because this is great. Blade Dance, you know, Doppelganger, all these exhaust cards, these are just engines to generate whatever Dead Branch gives me. And Storm of Steel is honestly one of my favorite cards in this deck, because I can take a whole bunch of cards that I either can't afford to play or don't really know what to do with, and turn them all into shivs that are doing 4 damage, 4 damage, 4... Well, I'm sorry. With the Voodoo Doll, it's 5, 5, 5, and then 6, 6, 6, and then 7. Usually I'm out of cards by then. That's so good. Shuriken is perfect for this deck. Is that a snake with legs? Yeah, so Snecko is not only a snake with legs, but it's a playable character with the Downfall mod. If you guys want to see that after this game, just let me know. Woo, I'm getting excited now. So, Neutralize starting with this, every time you attack him, he just gets stronger and stronger. I don't think it's gonna matter, but yeah. So if I burst Blade Dance, is that gonna be a mistake? Because Burst Blade brings me down to 4 and gives me exactly a full hand, so... let's start working on that. I love this so much. So, we have some decisions to make here. Malaise is a permanent debuff to a multi-attacking enemy. That could be, you know, 16 damage next turn instead of less than that. But Unload would do a chunk of 17 and then turn the other 9 cards into 27 extra damage. Minus that would be, you know, 19 extra. So this is kind of a 36 damage card. Malaise gets out of my way, though. Not like I'm really going to see it again anyway. And Blade Dance, Storm of Steel, these things are up ahead. So, I think Unload is the way I want to go. Beautiful. Oh, it did not unload these ones, of course, because it's only skills. Yeah, I don't usually use that card. But here's where Malaise isn't... Oh, let's try some things here. Survivor would be nice. Okay. Dead Branch is nicer. I really want to Malaise and just save that damage, but Afterimage Blade Dance? I mean, come on. Come on. That's what we gotta do. So that ends on a strength bonus. Malaise is weak and minus strength, so that should be nearly full block. Nearly full block. I don't like taking 2 damage any more than the next guy, but this plant is practically an elite fight. Flechettes is just lethal. Dude, I was hating on Flechettes! I was a Flechettes hater! I was mad about it, but it is just working great. We can already apply weak pretty consistently. Infinite Blade's innate. I don't know. It gets out of my way and it generates exhaust every turn, but this deck feels like it's moving faster than that, and I still have no accuracy. So I'm gonna have to say no. Ooh, wait, hang on though. Next turn gain energy. I said it earlier, I wanted an energy engine, and I don't really have a good one. I still don't have an energy relic. I might regret this. This is the kind of card I would really prefer to be upgraded, and if I'm going to take all these elites, I'll have no chance to upgrade it, but... No, Doppelganger's already giving me a little bit of extra energy, and Blade Dance is a ton of value for very little. I think that's more bloat than it's worth. Whew, just heard a lot of words I don't understand, but it sounded good. Yeah. That's usually how my Slay the Spire streams go. So I could burst Blade Dance, but I'm tempted to burst Piercing Wail. That would practically make me invincible, and then maybe we don't burst anything. Yeah, I see it. Piercing Wail, Blade Dance, Storm of Steel. Escape plan just for some block. Worked. Yeah, I like it. And that scales with Tingsha too. That's my favorite part. Look at that damage go up and up and up. So here's actually what I'm seeing. I'm gonna do 21 damage with these shivs, and then I'll waste an entire shiv on this guy. But if I focus on him first, 2, 3, and then increase my strength, now we're much more closer to getting a more full value out of our shiv. So he's just completely dead. And while we haven't generated max block, we are in a much better position. And if I really wanted to save 5 health like a maniac, I could Gamble Brew for 30 damage. I'm not going to do that. That would give me a bunch of cards I can't afford to play, but it's an idea, and I wanted it to be noted. Flechette's doing... Damn! Just 36 on its own. What? Why did I not like this card before? Like, what is happening? The strength scaling is... Oh, good. We have accuracy. I found it, you guys. It was over here. It was over here. I know it's not the first one I've seen today, but... Bottled Lightning. I mean, it has to be Blade Dance. Or... Oh, okay. All right. So I feel like Blade Dance is the smarter bottle, just so we can get that going right away. Storm of Steel is tempting, but it's converting our entire hand. It's basically throwing our hand away. Blade Dance, I can at least play that, shiv, and still have Malaise left over or some other, Doppelganger. Like, I think Blade Dance is the bottle. Fear potion, I don't know what a colorless potion could be. It'll be free and likely exhaust, and we're not going to have a consistent way to make him vulnerable anyway, so I'm going to ignore that. And then acro is really nice. Double after image means we can semi-consistently protect against the heart. That's really important. And yeah, I think it's bottled blade dance. Obviously the upgraded one. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Lantern, love that. We're gonna need that energy. We've been needing it. What kind of event? I said it! I said it! You might think I'm some egghead tryhard nerd worrying about my strike quantity all the way back in Act 1, but the Bites event is not rare. You might see it. Of course, I am not taking that. Yeah, you're laughing at me. There is no exhaust on these. Healing is not an issue. This would add 5 cards to my deck, slowing everything down. No. All right, after image turn 1 is awesome. Get Endless Agony out of here. Malaise would be really nice versus this particular enemy. In fact, I'm going to Cloak and Dagger just so I don't take too much damage here. And that might have been a bad idea. Oh, another after image. Oh, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. I actually do think 1 is enough. Well, I think that now with a Blade Dance in my hand. Okay, let's just do this while we're thinking. Grand Finale will not be used. Let's just do this. And then... I actually like Malaise here. -1 strength. He's attacking multiple times almost every time. Although Blade Dance would be at least 1 more shuriken. Storm of Steel at this point in the turn might be better, because this is 6 cards. This is 6 shivs instead of 4, which means it's 2 strength instead of 1. I mean, if I'm not going to Malaise, might as well get that Tingsha damage too. Maybe I'll get a 0-cost card here that helps me out. Who knows, right? Yeah, that felt like the play. We'll see if I regret it. Oh good, now he's not multi-attacking. Distraction? Hello, prepared. Okay, I got Malaise and Malaise. I don't see that that's useful, and I really don't want to take a bunch of damage right now. This could be a calculated gamble. Just fishing for a Blade Dance, really. I'm going to use my colorless. Artifact. 3 random attacks. Don't usually exhaust. Random colorless sounds nice. Oh, but that's the rest of my energy. Oh no, I've committed a dumb. Alright. We're not doing that this turn. Weakening still takes 12 damage. Piercing Wail would help. Malaise would help. He's already weak, so this is basically like 2 damage. We could do Piercing Wail and Malaise. Or Backflip for full block. Yeah, I'm going for the full block. And then this is why I upgraded Malaise, just so we can permanently reduce that strength. I just want to get rid of this card. Alright, sloppy turn. Used a potion. Poorly, even. But I like what we're doing here now. So we can do Afterimage finally. Survivor for more cards. Blade Dance, maybe? No, not so lucky. Flechettes would be alright. So would Doppelganger. I think both is better for full block. Alright. Dude, upgrading these cards +1 is so nice, because you don't usually want to sacrifice your entire hand to get a bunch of new cards. That's typically why we pick good cards in this game. But if it's the last card in your hand, yes. Hey, that felt sloppy, and I felt silly the way that that fight went, but we did get a potion. So we would have been leaving this on the table anyway. 3 shivs is 3 random cards, by the way, for 0 cost. Centennial Puzzle is awesome, assuming we take damage, which, by the way, we did not. Grabbing gold is something we like doing. And Piercing Wail, again, versus a boss that's not really going to be letting us do things. Yeah, so that's 3 elites with... Was that 0 damage taken? I think I took more from the normal enemies. I don't want to buy potions. I really like these potions, but 3 damage... I care more about 3 health with no shop than 20 gold. Swift Potion, is that better than Gambler's Brew? I don't even know. 3 shivs is kind of a Swift Potion, by the way. It's... I mean, this is like 6 of one, half a dozen of another. Gambler's Brew doesn't draw 3 more cards. It's not profit, but it does trigger Tingsha, and I like the way it... I like the way it chimes. All right, moving on. Here we go. After image with that lantern energy, by the way. Loving it. I don't know the right way to do this, actually. I'm gonna focus on you. Finisher is so good. Alright. Finisher, I hardly know her. So, die is usually not what I would want to play here, but it just kills them all. Alright, Blade Dance into Finisher. That's the plan. Blade Dance into Blade Dance is the new plan. Alright, 7 times 5 or 9 times... 9 times 8? I mean, what am I... Ooh. Alright, we have things to think about. So, this would be a Shiv times 7... Okay, Finisher still more, but... And it activated Shuriken. Love it. Alright, good turn 1. 130 damage. You know, I want to feel good about this deck, but like... I have just thrown caution to the wind and said, yeah, no, you, take the wheel. Take the wheel, Dead Branch. How many exhausted cards has it made? 225 cards now. This is amazing. I know he's dead to poison. I'm just on a victory lap right now. This deck is amazing. Maw Bank. Well, we're not seeing any shops anyway. Reflex could be nice. Quick Slash, but too little too late. We don't have enough consistent discard for Reflex, I think. And we're generating it anyway. Alright. Corpse Explosion on the big guy. Sounds expensive. Let's go slow. Let's start with that. Flechettes would have been a lot of damage. Yeah, I think, yeah. Corpse Explosion's almost a bait with what this deck is doing. Dude, are you kidding me? Just a free kill. Like, Slice was so free right there. Oh, hey, are you out of energy? No worries, I got you. Oh my goodness, we don't even need After Image. We don't need it. Endless Agony is great, but... Are Shivs better? Actually, I think they're identical, so... Do that for the Tingsha damage. And I think that's just lethal. This is my favorite silent deck I think I've ever done. What can we upgrade here? A lot, honestly. I'm not saying it doesn't matter. Again, we're not doing Storm of Shield for that. Storm of Steel. Blade Dance, it feels like I'm going to regret saying this, but it honestly seems like I'm drawing my 3 Shiv Blade Dance when I need it so much that I almost want to leave it alone. We are going up against artifacted enemies. Almost always, you want to upgrade acrobatics. You might think that one card doesn't make a difference, but it's just so huge. In my opinion, it doubles the value. So if you're thinking about no discard synergies and you are just getting more cards in your hand, you are drawing acrobatics. That means the first card you get is nullified. You've gotten 0 cards from that first card. Then you draw another card from acrobatics. That's 2. But then you do have to discard a card. So by that second card, you have essentially gotten 0 new cards in your hand, number-wise. So it's that third card where acrobatics net gain is actually 1 new card in your hand. Because acrobatics doesn't do damage and it doesn't block you. It just moved cards around. Discard synergies with Reflex and Tactician are fantastic. This is why we love acrobatics on the silent. It's a great card. But if you're strictly talking about card economy, going from 1 extra card to 2 makes acrobatics upgrade. It looks like a 25 or 33% upgrade. In my opinion, sort of, it's a 50% improvement. It's like, it gets twice as good, kind of. It's really, you know, hard to feel that. I hope I explained that well, but it's a really interesting card to consider. So, there you go. Wow, I actually got my heart rate up with that one. Flechettes is tempting, but Burst Blade Dance. I mean, come on. Like, look at it go. I can't even hold all my cards. Look at it go. I mean, look at it go. All right, so I have perfect strength here. Flechettes is still doing a ton. I'm tempted to go Noxious Fumes. Gets it out of my deck, does some chip damage, but this deck's really not doing chip damage, so. And we're happy to get rid of Malaise here. Just work on a couple of those artifacts and play a card. Oh, After Image is also a nice upgrade. Looks like we got it though. Here's that extra value, by the way. Not loving how that went. We could do Storm of Steel or Blade Dance. Well, Storm of Steel is just directly better, so yeah. Trying to think of a reason not to go for the minions, and I can't find one, so we're gonna do that. Hoping for some 0 cost cards like that. That way we get to kill 1, avoid 8 damage, and I think all of these would be perfectly fine. Endless Agony would be 2 cards, so we're gonna get 6 card hand next turn. I don't want to draw Cloak and Dagger. I want to see that next turn. And we have full block, so sometimes you don't want to overdo it. And the first card in line was neutralized, so wouldn't have been too big of a deal, but get that out of the way. And I think, what did he pick up? Endless Agony? I'm not really worried about that. Part of me is like, you know, you can kind of keep it, actually. Like, no worries, it's fine. There's Tactician, love that. Love that Strength. Concentrate is awesome, but it's not really doing anything right now. Piercing Will would just be thrown to the wind, and concentrate. Keep saying that wrong. No, we can't save energy for next turn, but there's really nothing to do. Piercing Will might turn into a 0-cost card, but then I'd just be wasting it. I know, it's so hard to stare at a turn where it's like, I got 1 energy, what can I do with it? But I don't see anything there. I want to do Acro. Reflex. There's that discard synergy. Should we just? I mean, come on. Like, should we just? I mean, that's at least 18 block just from the other cards in the hand. And this is, again, like I said earlier, if I do 3 shivs now, the orb doesn't die. But if I wait until now, the orb does die. Dude, playing with my relics. I so often forget about the count that I just, I waste stuff a lot when I play this game. So when I slow down and actually think about what I'm doing, it feels really good. You're right. I think I am exceptionally alright. A British has asked me about my mood. I think. Or my day. Ooh, should I concentrate a doppelganger? We don't want you, or you, or... Well, actually, you be free. You, or you. Get some 22 damage. Should we just do choke and unload? I mean, that's a ton of damage. Screw doppelganger. And Tingsha's 3 more on top of that. Holy crap. This deck does not feel right. This deck feels wrong. I mean, I am just generating my deck as I go. This is amazing. Another after image. Again, right now we are breaking even on the heart, you know? 2 block per card, right? If we get a third, I don't know what I'm nightmaring. I don't have a lot of energy to play with, but a third could just be a little more consistent. Although, okay, I am generating a lot of after images just from Dead Branch. I don't want to rely on that. Oh, and every card I pick up is still gold. This thing has generated 117 gold. That's the mod, I think, over here on the right. You guys can probably see it. Relic stats. Super basic mod. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, I have to know what's bait and what's not. See, Wristblade is essentially accuracy power card on floor 0. I will awkwardly admit, I think 4 additional damage is... Okay, it's huge, obviously. That's 16 extra damage on floor 1. This card does extra. This card does extra. Storm of Steel is doing extra. As I've said, we're not really using shivs for damage. Still haven't seen an accuracy. Not sure where that's hiding. It's a lot of chip damage, but Fusion Hammer is like a whole new card. That's the difference between getting more value out of Doppelganger and not, playing After Image or not. I've been short on energy this entire time. I just said I was. I haven't found Tactician, so I don't really need upgrades. I'm mostly... Okay, like, some of these are nice. There would be some, like, you know, Blade Dance would be a good upgrade. Burst would be a good upgrade, just double the value. I see some things I would want to upgrade, but there are so many cards I simply can't play that instead of being upgraded, they're just being discarded. So having that extra energy would be huge. Okay, it's not Snacko, but having that extra energy would be huge. So I want to go for the 4 additional damage, but that's a power card we can find later. Extra energy consistently every turn is only found in, like, tons of draw and discard with Tactician. I just don't... I really... Wristblade, we're using that to generate real cards, and playing those real cards, I think, is more valuable. So that could go 50-50. You give me 100 times to run this seed, I might switch every time. But yeah, okay, so this is awesome. Triple elite on the, oh, that's a quad elite. Quad elite on the left side with 2 shops and 600 gold, and I haven't broken my maw bank. So the trick is, maw bank is 12 for floor. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 84 gold, 86 gold that would be at the next shop. But I think just buying something now makes a lot of sense, and I would like to do that now. All right, fusion hammer. Show me your value. Show me that I am not going to regret skipping that wrist blade. This is what I'm talking about. Infinite Blades is just a card I can play now. Like, that is something I would not have considered doing before, but now it's an option. That's a whole ass card that I get to do now. And then Doppelganger just to get rid of it. Shuriken's on 0, which means I perfectly maximized its value. Masterful Stab is still in play because I didn't take any damage. 32 damage is so nice on Flechettes. That's so good. But I don't want to spend that blindly. I want to make sure I've done everything I can this turn. Yeah, see now it's less, but that's okay. I'll survive. See, look. Choke. I have 1 energy remaining. Now I can actually... Okay, I know he's dead, but like... That would have been the difference between wasting choke and actually getting a little bit of value out of it. Hello, Tactician. What about Fusion Hammer and Tactician? Did you know that turns can go really, really long on the Silent? I don't think I'm afraid of anything here. I don't think I'm afraid of anything. I'll take a card remove. I don't know which one's going, but... You know, it would have been Flechettes, but it's done nothing but impress me this entire run. Is there a bad card in here? Corpse Explosions... Nice versus group enemies. I'm thinking about the double Orb Walkers, Donu Deka, the Awakened one. There are times when Corpse Explosion comes up. I can see it. Flechettes is conditional. I'm still tempted to remove it, even though it's only impressed me. It might be Neutralize, but it's a great discard card. I like having it around. Do I really want to remove Corpse Explosion over Neutralize? Aura does point out something interesting. I've had the hope of Corpse Explosion, but he has called me out that it has done nothing in this entire run. This is a hopium card. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. 2-cost card that doesn't exhaust. All right, Maw Bank. We're cracking you open. Cracking you wide open. I don't want to remove another card. I like this deck. It's a great feeling. Oh, wait. Do I get nothing? Panache should be kind of nice. 10 is just chip damage. It's an extra card I have to play, and then it's just chip. Mercury Hourglass does more than you might think, but I have really big turns. Very few fights have gone on more than like 4 turns. Juzu's nice to make sure I get 2 events, but... Yeah, and then Hand Drill's fine. Breaking an enemy's block, getting vulnerable is okay, but... there's a 99 vulnerable card in the in the Dead Branch pool. Wow. Am I buying nothing? All right, Maw Bank. We have considered your use, and we will not be cracking the bank up. I am almost always remove a card, but I mean, this whole deck is about generating cards, so... Yeah, no, I don't want Well-Laid Plans because it would be nice. It's just energy in short supply, and I'm not hanging on to anything value. I'm just going crazy. All right. Wow, we're not cracking open Maw Bank. I did not expect that, but I reviewed the shop and was not impressed. Simple as that. All right, let's do 25 damage to you. And then we're going to... He's going to be dead this turn. So we can just do these. Uh-huh. And then... Not really sure what to do to you. I think it's Bouncing Flask. How, though? How do we kill you consistently? Because I can't use all my Blade Dance cards. That's 10 damage right now, isn't it? 10 plus... What are we up to? 8 damage shivs? And then we can put Bouncing Flask on the other guy? Oh, we can't afford it now. Shit. Oh, but I see that. Oh, but I can't discard Tactician. I'm crying. Alright. We're just going to... forge ahead anyway. Yeah. So we can't do any damage to him. Not really. I think Doppelganger is better. Just get me some 2 extra cards and energy next turn. Well, I like that. Oh, I like that. Then we're gonna burst distraction. Then we can dodge and roll. Then we can choke. Oh shit, I ran out of energy. Alright. Taking 1 damage. Tactical Centennial Puzzle, that's what that was. You can't just attack this guy willy-nilly. Crippling Cloud feels wrong. Ugh, gross. Can we... No, I don't want to choke until I... Do I have a block card? That's an expensive block card. I have so many options that I'm paralyzed. Like, I could malaise, but that's not lethal. Alright, we're just gonna do this. That's what we'll do. Alright. I want to choke and then acro, but I can't. Alright, we'll do Crippling Cloud. And then we'll do Endless Agony. And another one. And there's Accuracy. And playing this should generate enough blocks so I take 0. Alright. Apparently the after image block comes in later. Noted for future reference. And it was enough. I'm a hater of that Crippling Cloud, but it did do damage. That felt like a cheap couple of damage. Cheap. I didn't know that it blocked me after. Alright, sir. I am ready to kill you. Flechette's doing 30 damage out of the gate. I mean, that's just so much. That's just free. Oh, hello, Envenom. This is dumb. I should not, but I'm going to. This whole run today has been do as I say, not as I do. Alright. Envenom actually makes sense. I'm just saying, we're spamming attacks. That's like the whole run. Oh, triple after image. This is like practicing for the heart. Like, okay, this is what we need to do later. Ooh, Doppelganger or Malaise. He does do multi-attacks. Might as well make him permanently... Wait, I can do both. Why did I forget I can do both? Hello, double Masterful Stab. What are the odds of that? What are the odds of that? Acro into Tactician. Love to see it. And then... Burst Storm of Steel just sounds hilarious. I kind of love it. Normally you're afraid of a Shiv entering your discard pile because when you draw it, it's kind of an unusable card. But, well, you know, my Shivs are certainly not unusable. Actually, that poison's kind of a big deal. It doesn't matter. He's dead. He's dead. I love this deck so much because typically Dead Branch is just a bunch of clutter you can't use, but you get so much value out of Blade Dance. I mean, it's 1 energy and a bunch of new cards all at once. It's gorgeous. After him, oh, Acro into Tactician, upgraded is so nice. It's just free damage. I think with Tactician, we're going to full block, so we're just going to get that out of the way. Do this. Go slow once again. Oh, actually, hey, I'll take some free card draw. After image again, sure. We don't need footwork because we're blocking with our cards. And concentrate. My goodness. Get you out of here. I'll keep some discard synergies. We need burst for what I'm about to do. Yes. So that gives us 2 extra energy. And then we spend that energy on more Shivs. We're going to go slowly as to not lag out my game, basically. Heal Hook for that extra card draw. I'll take it. 24 damage Heal Hook, by the way. Last after image is in play. Free damage is what that is. Shiv, Shiv, Shiv. And Riddle with Holes would be doing... I have never actually had like a good Riddle with Holes on the Silent. Until today. Because the Silent, unlike Ironclad, she doesn't have any natural strength generation. So what you have is a character that has Riddle with Holes, a 2-cost strength card, and no way to actually profit on strength. Well, that's disappointing. If I had an upgraded reflex and a way to do something with it, I'd be able to get Grand Finale off here, but that's okay. I think free Shivs and all the energy in the world to use them sounds like a good plan. I'll just weaken you permanently, why not? Oh, good, a double, yeah. A second Grand Finale I can't use. What a great, thank you so much, you know? Thank you so much. Well, 44 damage Flechettes is like a decent start to this turn. Might as well. It's just right there. Nightmare? Yeah, why not? Nightmare Storm of Steel. That makes sense. I have completely turned off my brain. It's one of those runs. I'm so happy, by the way. This is my first run of the day. Cultist Potion? Who needs it? We got Shuriken. I got... Ooh, there's Terror. I said it earlier. 99 vulnerable. Honestly, we're doing just fine. I'm gonna key. Just gonna grab the key. I don't need health, and I like getting it out of the way early. And then we're gonna break the mob bank up here with about 900 gold. 900 gold. Hello, ladies. Or lady. I'm not sure. Okay. We can kill these things easily. Might as well start with the... Okay, so what I'm thinking right now is like... normal blade dance... and then burst the other one. We'll see how I feel about that in a little bit. By the way, 24 is divisible by 6 and 8. So the way I'm seeing it is like this blade dance should be used on that one once my strength is boosted here. But I don't have enough energy to actually use these cards. So, if I play this now, I'll go down to 7 cards. I'll have perfectly enough for lethal on him. But I'm not sure where to go from there. It will exhaust into other cards. And honestly, if this guy does a little bit of damage to me, Centennial Puzzle, not a bad deal. So we are going to... Actually, I don't know why I'm so afraid of shivs going into my discard pile. I've discussed thoroughly how that's okay, except for the fact that that's okay. I have Bane to do some extra damage if need be. And then once again, this is where the extra energy is so nice. Because now I can actually play After Image and get lethal, and I'll just permanently debuff her. She does do multi-attacks. We're going to take advantage of that. Bullet time is cute, and we are no longer taking any tactical damage from him, but that's alright. She hits very, very hard, and I am scared. Alright. This is where shivs might be quite smart. Yeah. We're going to do 3 shivs into the hand, and... let's see here. These will turn into new cards. And I think this is a leg sweep Storm of Steel. Tangsha, putting in work. So again, 10. I won't be able to raise more than like 9 actually, so I think we'll just... Well, we're already full blocking. Does this guy... What's the status effect? Inflict a negative effect on you. I don't remember what that even is. I think it's just wounds, but I happily get rid of it anyway. And gamble? Into what? I don't want to gamble into cards I can't afford. I think we should just hit next turn. Wound? Yeah, thank you for the reminder. Yeah, I honestly wasn't even sure. Ooh, that's a fun turn. Holy, there's so many correct things to do. 3 skills is... I mean, this is a free skill, so I mean, I don't know. Hello, accuracy. I am really excited to see you. We're gonna do that. We don't need After Image. The game is 1. We're gonna be fine. Yes, accuracy. Yes. Oh, I'm liking this. So, Survivor is just free here. I kind of want expertise, but yeah, that's fine. Just keep playing the game. There we go. I played a card. And we get Dagger Spray. Finally! What I've been hoping for. Yeah, gamble, sure. New hand with plenty of energy. Okay. We're gonna set up expertise. Terror you. Do that. Slice. And just do that. And then spend that on... Alright. The win conditions you can pull out of your ass with this relic is so good. Oh, good. Question card. Nice. Now I can finally build my deck. Dodge and roll would be nice, but this whole deck is nice. We're good. Wow. Normally I'd be upset to skip out on the Pantograph, but... Can we? No. No. I don't... No. There's no way. We can't kill him, can we? Oh, we're gonna try. Alright. No more sitting and talking. I'm gonna get to work. Do that, do that. We're going to try and slim this down as much as we can. Here we go, there we go. Flechette's is doing a good amount of damage here. This Flechette's is also doing a good amount of damage. And then that's not a ton of energy for turn 1, but Doppelganger will prep us for the next one, and we'll get him next time. Are you winning? Austin, we are crushing. This is the silliest deck I've made on the Silent in known memory. This is ridiculous, and I love it. Damn. See, that's why I said I don't think we can, because this deck is so... Oh, wait, Storm of Steel turns into other cards. Why do I have it ingrained in my memory that Storm of Steel is, like, the end of your turn. But, like, obviously it's not. With Dead Branch creating new cards on new cards on new cards. Here, since we have a non-Slay the Spire viewer in my chat, and this is probably a YouTube video at this point, I want to like re-explain just as like a victory lab what is happening here. So typically these cards exhaust and they disappear. They go to this extra pile that you never see again. All of these cards are out of the fight and gone. But Dead Branch here is my starting relic that I got. It's the first bonus I got. Turns those exhausted cards into other cards. So if I play a Blade Dance, instead of all of these shivs disappearing on their own, they are turning into new cards. And this shuriken right here, every 3 attacks, that counts shivs, turns into strength. So I am getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. That's why these shivs are doing 11 damage, 12 damage, 13 damage, up and up and up and up and up. It's so nice. Oh, and Unload synergizes with Reflex, so I can draw new cards. There's Malaise. Definitely don't need that. And we are out of things to do this turn, so we'll just drop Riddle with Holes on him. And then we'll do Malaise anyway, just to lower his strength by 1, you know. He's now doing 35 damage instead of 36. These are big gains. I am not burning a potion on this guy. That's not happening, but it looks like we do have a dead hand, which is rather unfortunate. I mean, I could discard this, but then I lose a Sender's Bane, and like, I could have maybe done Corpse Explosion. I don't want to take damage. That's just my problem right now. I don't want to waste an explosive potion. We got health to spare. There we go. Tingsha and After Image give me 2 block per card. Means I'm taking 1 damage instead of 5. Tactical for the Centennial Puzzle. That's what that was. Acro and a Tactician. Did not realize my hand was full. I am so sorry. That was inefficient. Lachette's is putting in work, though. I am not over that. Burst? Adrenaline? Oh, I see some things happening here. Heel Hook, free draw, love that. Dodge and roll, there's so many things in my way. Tools of the Trade's not really doing anything. Adrenaline needs to have 1, 2, 9 down to 7. Okay, we need to get 1 card out of the way, and then we can just burst Adrenaline. So we get 4 extra cards and 2 energy to spend it. How is that still full? Did I do bad math again? That just keeps happening. Alright, Masterful Stab is something. We can't select Reflex, so we just need to get lucky with all-out attack. Here we go. No. No luck on that one. I want to kill him. It's a Steam achievement to kill him. I don't think I've actually done that on my main account. I did it on my new... Not my new account, Jesus. On my Switch forever ago. Riddle with Holes is here. Adrenaline is here. Neutralize is here. I think I'm going to be able to do it. Wow! Holy moly! That is an actual Steam achievement. So I don't get it because I play on modded Slay the Spire. I can't not play on modded Slay the Spire, but that would have been. Do I have the kill the? Oh wait, maybe I already. I might have it. There might have been a run where I actually got this, but I guess I can scroll through my different Steam achievements for those who are curious. Amethyst, Jack, Sapphire. It's probably in here somewhere, but should have turned on Achievement Enabler. I should turn that back on. If I don't have it. I'm gonna double check my Steam achievements. Ah, yeah, confirmed. Transient. Defeat it before it fades away. Yeah, or it said there's an Achievement Enabler. I might do that. I don't use any mods that like actively give me advantages. Burst would be great. But my hand is so full, and the one I have is actually doing a great job. Yeah, it's usually just 1 energy. If Burst was free, I'd pick it up. All right, 900. Oh, you are kidding me! You are kidding me! This is perfect! You're gonna give me free? Not free, but, you know, discounted? So what this means, let me just enjoy some basic math with everybody. I am going to spend 160 gold. That's a lot. That's a lot. That'll leave me with 765 gold, but it'll make everything 50% off. So I'm spending 160 gold to basically get 765 gold. And every time I click in and out of my game with the calculator, it messes it up. But yeah, I don't expect to grab any attacks, but that's free. Card remove, I said this earlier, I don't really know what's in my way. Every card I have is useful. Distraction's perfect for this deck. It's just a random skill for free. Love it. Flechettes has just been impressing me left and right. Like, it's, you know, it's maybe chip damage at this point. Maybe it should just get out of Dead Branch's way. But secret weapon, what attack would I pull in? I'm not really sure what I want. I don't, wait, do I have attacks? No, you're kidding me. I have 3 attacks. But this exhausts, which is the key. That's the name of the game. Calculated Gamble is perfect for this deck. An upgraded Flechettes is not... I'm not that sold on it, but... yeah, Duplicate Potion could be fantastic. I think that's ideal. And then I've got 400 gold unspent. Eviscerate would be free damage, and it scales with strength. Dare I? Dare I? Oh, okay. All right. I didn't need to do that. But seeing that get stronger and stronger and stronger with a new Calculated Gamble in my pocket, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, everybody. Okay, Storm of Steel with Reflex is a really fun combo, and I want to try it. So, okay, there are a lot of decisions I can make here. I could do Blade Dance first, and then burst Storm of Steel. I like it. And then, yeah, I like it. We'll do that. Do that. Slice in there. And then... Yeah. Yeah, we'll... Burst Storm of Steel. And that way, if we get an Eviscerate... So look at that. That hit the Tactician, gave me a bunch of energy, did a bunch of extra turns, and then now my strength is going to be scaling. There's a new Eviscerate. That is not the one I just got, by the way. We're generating cards here. Oh, I'm so happy. This is my favorite. This is my first game of the day. I've been on a losing streak with the Silent. I haven't told this story on like my YouTube channel because this is definitely a video by now. I got to share this with you guys. I was on a losing streak. I went on a Florida vacation and just lost and lost and lost and lost and lost. Did that draw an extra card? I'm so confused. Oh, that's what keeps happening. I didn't do bad math on the adrenaline that one time when I bursted it. I just failed to consider that it was exhausting into 2 more cards. So I was drawing 4 and generating 2. Okay, that makes me feel less bad because I swear I did it right. I went on a losing streak. It like affected my mood. It was a big deal. I was, okay, by the way, double Riddle with Holes would have solved this, but like, are you kidding me? Is this turn 1? Come on. And I don't know. I was losing Silent like for days. It wasn't like a bad day. I mean, I was like day after day after day failing, doing... Yeah, no, I'll save that for Act 4. And it really affected my self-confidence. And like, I knew I wasn't bad at the game. I was Ascension 20 on my phone, on my computer. I had started that Florida trip on Ascension 13. And in like a day or two, I'd gone from 13 to 20 in maybe 10 games. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying I thought I had a handle on this game, and it was really upsetting me. And yeah, yesterday on stream, I started playing this some more, and I didn't have bad games, but I didn't have great games. And it was like, oh man, here we go. Embarrassing myself in front of the world. So to have a session like this, this is perfect. This is exactly what I needed to just feel good. All right, I thought I had an unload. Okay, I'm in a really tricky spot right now because I have 1 energy. It's not the end of the world if I take some damage. I could play Blur. And then next turn I'd be useless, and Phantasmal Killer would be wasted because he's going to be invincible next turn. Acro would draw nothing, especially with Reflex. Distraction could be funny. That's 2 cards, and I don't know what it's going to be. So in the spirit of like actually not taking damage, I'm going to do Blur. Full block, perfect, and then I'll just try to full block and skip next turn as much as that is possible. He's not multi-attacking, so we could do maybe After Image. Oh man. I think Burst Storm of Steel is better than Survivor. I believe in it. Generate me some block, please. Honestly, not bad. Yep. Honestly, I'm not even mad. I'm not even... I am shocked that a turn like that didn't happen sooner. I'm serious. This entire run, you've heard me giggling. I expected what you just saw to happen a long time ago. I'm frankly floored that we made it this long. I don't think I've taken damage in like 20 floors. Or if I did, it was chip. Like, I haven't even considered healing in so long. And, yeah, it finally happened. We had one bad turn. I like this, by the way. That exhausts the card, does some extra chip damage, and I literally did not even realize I had lethal. Okay. Well, let's figure that out. Draw something. There we go. Get rid of literally anything. Oh, can we just kill him with Tingsha? Can we just kill him with Tingsha? I love it. This thing has done 541 damage. It's averaging 7.6 damage per turn. Like, that's better than Letter Opener. That's crazy. I mean, Letter Opener is pretty good too. But, yeah, I don't need any of this. Dash is fine. It's just 2 energy, and you just don't need it. I am a little scared of Time Eater, and I can't upgrade, so I guess I have no choice. I am a little scared of Time Eater. My whole deck is spamming cards, so here we go. This is when things get real. Cloak and Dagger. Malaise is why I'm stopping. I just feel like Malaise would make sense here. Yeah. Can I dupe Malaise? Is that important? No, he heals off the damage eventually. And then we could do 1, 2, 3 shivs. End him on 2. Or we could doppel. And then Gamble doesn't give me any block. Trying to think of, oh, but it does give me 5 damage from Letter Opener. It will increase his strength. Do I want 24 damage or 24 damage? Gamble would draw a bunch of cards, and I do want to see all these. So we're going to move them over. We're going to take 6 damage, but that's also Centennial Puzzle. So I'm drawing a lot. Yeah. So I think what happened is Centennial Puzzle's 3. His debuff brings me down to a draw of 4. And then I think I got a +1. I don't know if he debuffed me, actually. It's a lot to keep up with, but yeah, this and this should give me some consistent blocking. That's going to be very good. And just like Blade of Dance earlier, I think Storm of Steel is actually smarter right now. Tingsha damage is free, and then we get to scale. And Slice is nice, but I want to generate some cards here. I want to do... Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3 on the shivs. Riddle with holes would be more. So we're gonna do that. That's full block. Dude, Time Eater is getting wrecked right now. He's gonna stop and heal here, so we need to make good work while we can, and we have a dead turn. Is this my first Gambler's Brew? I think so. I've been holding it forever, scared of the hard fight, but he'll lose vulnerable next turn. Ooh. Acro, Gamble, Distraction, and Eviscerate. If you want to restart a turn, that's how you do it. Okay, I'll gamble. We have enough gold to buy something new from the shop anyway. I'll take Tactician. We don't really need Burst. Yeah, and then Eviscerate's free. Can draw a Tactician. And then Eviscerate's a ton of damage. Grab a skill, which could just be Riddle with Holes. And this thing is doing a lot. That's a good potion. Aura said he'd use it. I concur. That was a good potion. We're not really reliant on too many powers here. I think After Image is going to help me more than it's going to hurt. Oh, I see you, Blade Dance. I see you, Blade Dance. Wraith Form. Corpse Explosion. Like that. Let's do this. Corpse Explosion. Gamble. Because Gamble gives me a ton of cards, and I saw that Tactician. That's really what I'm looking at. My heart's racing. This is exciting for me. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's like I'm on my first date in a while. It's like, oh, I haven't had this opportunity in a minute. Whew. Here we go. All right, so that's just lethal. Bunch of extra damage. And then Shurikens right there. And I like Deflect, just for free block and Letter Opener. Letter opener, by the way, could have hit the middle guy. Corpse explosion poison would have killed. I am definitely anxious, and that was an inaccuracy, but I think we're fine. I really want to play after image, but boosting his strength is not something I'm dying to do. But unload plus Tingsha sounds fun. We're good. We're good. I'll play a couple of good powers, but no need to go too crazy. Secret weapon on Endless Agony. The problem is if you grab Endless Agony, it doesn't generate the copy of itself, as I understand it. So I actually think Double Storm of Steel is perfect here. That puts some shivs in my draw pile, which is not the end of the world. And then 1, 2, 3 is just man, another after image. Escape land? Ooh, this is working out great. Put a weak on him, draw a card I can't afford. I take 4 damage. It's not the end of the world, though. We like Centennial Puzzle. That was not a random grab. Slice, that's just free damage. Doppelganger's nice. Endless Agony. Deadly Poison. Free Deflect. Ooh, I could unload. That counts Blade Dance, though. That counts Blade Dance. I think Piercing Whale is well spent right there. Then we can just get that reflex off for free. Oh, good. Grand Finale. I was waiting for that. I love Grand Finale. One of my favorite cards in the entire game. I just see no reality where I can play that right now. Yeah. I think, I just want to make room for Blade Dance. That's my problem. Because if I play it right now, I'll go down. That's why I have these numbers, by the way. I never use my keyboard. I just like to have the reference. But I'll go down to 8 and I'll draw, you know, 2 out of the 4. So I think a little bit of poison is fine. It does mean that I'll get a bunch of cards I can't afford, though. So. I'm not missing out too much on that one. And then I'll just do Doppel just to get out of here. Doppel's nice when it's nice, but you know the drill. It's not when it's not. Okay. Not too many options here, but also not a scary turn. Right? Letter openers, not close. Shuriken would be nice. After image is fine, but yeah, a little ballsy to let after image go because I probably won't see it for a while. Flechettes, there's not that many skills. So we can do that, and then dagger throw into reflex, and then I believe we can safely use after image. That's not boosting his strength anymore. And then I love the idea of Storm of Steel, but it's not going to do any damage. So, is there an attack I definitely don't want to draw? I mean, not really. I'm happy with all of those. Outmaneuver. I can't believe I just saw that now. I'm blind. Yes, I'll take 2 extra energy to start the next phase. Terror, right where I need it. And Wraith Form, I love it because I feel like there aren't going to be very many turns in the future. I think this isn't going to make it to turn 3. Just a hunch. Phantasmal would be great. Burst Blade Dance is fine, almost. It'll go out into the discard, but that's okay. That's okay. Look at the damage. We have 9 strength and the accuracy. The accuracy came into play. Yes, this is a choke play, by the way. Choke, I think, is one of those highly underrated cards that a lot of people don't realize is as good as it is. It is a monster. I'm going to aggro, not for the cards, but for the Tactician. And then I'll put another choke on him, and then Cloak and Dagger, into Cloak and Dagger, into Cloak and Dagger, into Dagger Spray, and that is just... It sounds cocky, but I didn't think there was going to be a turn 3. This is so good! Last night, my insecure self loaded up a level 20 Slay the Spire game, and I took it to the heart first try, because I wanted to just feel better about myself, and that restored a little bit of confidence. But this is my first game of the day. I've been recording for 1 hour 30, and I've been live for 1 hour 50. All right, membership card. Oh, okay. I love everything about this. So, Bag of Prep, kind of a nerf. Just gonna say it. Drawing extra cards means Blade Dance isn't gonna have a lot of places to go. That's a big deal. Vulnerable on turn 1 is just free. Not gonna not grab that. But I think Bag of Prep is worth it. I have good energy now. Purity is pointless. I mean, it's just gonna... Wow. Actually. Is it? This is an exhaust deck. If I didn't grab Purity, would you guys even know? Would you even know me anymore? And then grabbing a potion is awesome. 20 damage at this stage isn't gonna make a difference. This is not a poison deck. I said Choke is underrated, but I'm not like trying to spec into that. I would much rather draw exhausting cards. I'm not going to not grab a power potion. Is there anything in here that just could totally go now? I don't have any gold-based cards. Secret weapon is kind of a dumb pickup. I've done nothing with that. It's just a 0 exhaust card, which is spammy, and in the heart fight, that's dangerous. My tactician is upgraded. Terror is awesome. Yeah, like, I know I've been through this game with you guys before, but, like, I can't find a single card I would like to get rid of, especially when I'm bloating my deck with crap anyway. You know, like, the whole thing here is just random stuff. Infinite Blaze is just too slow. If I had Mummified Hand, I'd have grabbed it in a heartbeat. I just don't. So it sucks to keep functionally 246 gold in the inventory. Take it ahead. Take it ahead. Just builds the deck. I don't know why. I think I'm used to ignoring this because I downgraded this to, like, an upgraded Warcry from the Ironclad deck. But, like, it's almost never worth the gold, but if I've got the gold, then here we go. I'm so excited. I don't know about a heart kill. I don't know about heart kill. Like I said, my confidence is not in existence right now, but I'm feeling good about this. Finisher is going to be a monster. So this is what I'm talking about. 9 cards in the hand. That's not a lot. We could secret weapon into neutralize, break an artifact. Oh, and then that exhausts into a card. Yep. I think Storm of Steel is the play. I was gonna do Blade Dance, but Storm of Steel plus Reflex means it draws cards. And it activates Tingsha. Storm of Steel, with the way my deck is set... Oh, accuracy. Hello. Hello. Hello from the... I don't know where you came from, but... okay. 1,000 cuts is almost an instant play, but it would be the rest of my energy. Ugh, I want to. I'll tell you I want to. 1,000 cuts is right there. Finisher is doing 100 and... Is that 21 damage? Can I do 11 math? Here, let me do 11 times 11. 121. So that's just dead on the shield. Okay. So we're gonna do that. And calculate a gamble. And we have no way to discard that Tactician, but I think that's okay. Flechettes is lethal. What the hell? What is this deck? Flex Potion might be a pickup. Actually. Another burst. Another Cloak of Dagger. I actually like it. It's upgraded, it's block, it's 2 shivs at the heart. Is there a power that I would like to have right away? I only have 3 powers. Well, I guess I never upgraded After Image. And versus the heart, I would definitely like one on hand. So, Flex Potion is a real flex. But, I don't know. It would take me 15 cards to generate that amount of strength that I could just get for free. I don't have an artifact or any way to keep that strength. I just feel like it's not needed. I think a potential power potion is better. I mean, what if I get like Caltrops or something? There are a lot of useless powers.
Silent balls.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah. I think Flex Potion turn 1 go crazy. I think that's the plan. I think that's the plan. What happened if I ended the what happened after I ended the stream? Well, yesterday I was just tired. I had like an 11-hour stream and I was messing around with my sleep schedule, so okay, this will be Centennial Puzzle, but I don't really have a way to not activate Centennial Puzzle. So I could calculate a gamble, but that's 2 of my after images. No. Can we get an F in chat for Centennial Puzzle? 2 cards. And then calculated gamble is very calculated. I am really just fishing for that other after image. All right, Terror is nice for setup, but we're gonna do Cloak and Dagger first. Oh yeah, I was supposed to do Strength, sorry. Like I said, I've just been really, really rusty. By the way, what we're about to see right here with the health is actually why I didn't want to grab that potion, because I figured this would happen. Literally was fishing for a prepared. Wanted to activate Tactician and restart my turn. Good turn 1! Good turn 1! What is Bard maxing? Why do people keep telling me that? What is this? Alright, so he's not doing lethal. Love it. Hello, piercing whale. Finisher for a couple damage or consistent shivs? I'll take the shivs. Yes, we dupe potioned after image. I think this run is comfy. We're going to... Is purifying reflex like actually what's about to happen? Let me think here, because dodge and roll would be 5 block. That's 17 plus my 57. That's 74. I'd be surviving with 7 HP, but purity could turn this into something very interesting. I don't think it's an expertise situation. Well, I just don't think dodge and roll is worth it. It's literally 1 block, and I live without it. Yeah, this is just profiting. Every card is 2 block. Do I want 1 extra energy and 15 damage, or... Yeah. I survive. It's tight. Actually, Doppelganger would have been 1 more HP, but... Oh, good. Meat on the bone. Woo! That's what I was hoping for. There's the Caltrops I joked about. There's a Blade Dance. Riddle with holes? He's already capped. Is Caltrops worth the multi-attack? I don't think so. This would move Shuriken up by 1, but it doesn't matter. This is why I get nervous, dude. Even like a good deck when you're feeling good is just not guaranteed. All right, we need to neutralize another time for Piercing Whale. Beautiful Piercing Whale. Beautiful. And I can't get the eviscerates off, but that's okay. We have Doppelganger. Footwork. Woo! Alright, our deck's not perfect, but I think I'm gonna get my first hard kill. By the way, I haven't mentioned this yet. It's exciting and embarrassing, but I barely hit Ascension 20. I was grinding it. So this very well might actually be my first Ascension 20 kill on the Silent. So, yeah, just saying. He's just about damage capped. If I had a blur, that'd be great. I'm not gonna fish for it though, am I? I might as well. Ooh, unload into reflex? Yeah, we're damage capped. Might as well move that energy to next turn and do Shuriken. I think we got this. If I can't do 47 damage this turn, then I don't know what I've been doing. Flechette. Yes! I am no longer baby. My first heart kill on, dude, an hour 43. It usually takes me an hour. I cannot take full credit. This was not like Genius Slay the Spire player shows us what he's thinking. No, no. This entire run was themed around pick up Dead Branch and grab as many exhaust cards as we possibly can. Duvu was a nice pickup. Tingsha did 739 damage and averaged 8.3 per turn. What a king relic. Meat on the bone. Okay, it says 24, but 12 of that was after the heart. Basically a dead relic. Ceramic Fish was 189 gold. Fast forwarding to Mawbank was 180 gold. And then Membership Card saved me 835 gold. That picked me up Vajra, Molten Egg. I don't even think I grabbed any free attacks with that, but Frozen Egg was here too. I don't even think I mentioned that. Never saw an accuracy. I generated accuracy. I can't believe that, dude. Okay, I can't see my deck, but this would have been great to, okay, that's like one of my main, like, why can you not review your deck on this final victory screen? Anyway, I was looking for accuracy the entire time. I had bottled Blade Dance. I was ready for it. Thankfully, however, Shuriken was scaling nearly 2 strength per turn. That is wild. Wild, wild, wild. Lantern was a great pickup. I really needed that additional, honestly, turn 1 was almost as good as Fusion Hammer, because what we were getting was a turn where I had bottled Blade Dance, generating a bunch of cards, and I needed energy to use them. So it was exactly what I needed. Pandora's Box was awesome. Synergize with Ceramic Fish. Like, this was a beautiful, beautiful run where I can't claim my own skill. I say I'm not baby anymore, but runs like these happen. Like Centennial Puzzle, all of these synergized really, really well, taking a bit of extra damage. Fusion Hammer, I think, was an awesome pickup. I made the right call. I had upgraded everything I wanted to, and I was basically generating cards after that, and I'm certainly not going to be upgrading those at a rest site. So Paper Crane, didn't even mention this one, but nice to have. I mean, that's the kind of relic you get, and it just works. You forget about it, and it does an awesome job. Bag of Marbles, I picked it up right at the end, but considering that this deck was usually lethal on turn 1, even versus the head, that's 500 plus damage. Vulnerable turn 1, almost vulnerable the entire fight. We took off the first layer of 4 invincibilities on the heart. You're doing 200 out of the 800. I mean, just awesome. I don't think Abacus did anything. It gave me 6 block because our deck just gets huge. But yeah, Bottle Tornado was perfect for a little bit of heart consistency. Beautiful. 34-41. I actually think that's kind of high. So because of the insanity with Blade Dance and Dead Branch, I think we went after every elite. Did we skip a single elite? Because we killed 4 in the city, 4 in the Act 3, and then 2 right away? Oh, we only killed 2 early elites? Surely. Okay. Well, anyway. Awesome run. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I was not planning on, like, reviving my Slay the Spire channel, but now you guys get an upload. This was really, really fun. That was cool. I needed that. Subscribe for more. Goodbye.